everything. Intelligence, expertise.
What other doors could they close?
Like, how much am I willing to give up and commitment, and are not committed to the struggle, acquiescing to the struggle, they're committed.
Careful who you leave toeless.
Hello, everybody. Dr. Rick Wallace here. I'm not going to be long. I want to talk to you about something that's immensely important for those who have been sending you well wishes as far as my health and inquiring about my progress and improvement. I'm doing great. I'm not 100%, but obviously I'm talking better, a lot less pain in my mouth. Everything else is coming along great. And I want to appreciate that. I also want to encourage everyone to continue to support the work that we're doing in the community. We need your support. The links are always going to be available for you to follow, to see the work we're doing, and to offer your support. The Cash App handle is always going to be readily visible so that you can support the work we're doing. We appreciate that, and we're consistently moving forward. Again, I'm still improving. Not 100%. Hopefully by this time next week, I'll be back to 100%, but I am still putting in work, still doing everything that I possibly can. Okay, with that out of the way, look, you're going to see a very short video from Egypt. Those who are familiar with media, you know who she is. You may not know her by name, but you'll recognize her. And she's talking about something that's immensely important right now that we are not getting enough media attention. And so I've been talking about it. This isn't my first time talking about it. It won't be my last. We have an epidemic of Black women and Black girls going missing. And this is not something that's a trend that's going to die down. It's on the upswing. Human and sex trafficking has become the second most lucrative underground business on the globe, second only to arms shipping. It has supplanted drug dealing as the number two most lucrative industry in criminal activity. And they have become highly mobile. They have become very diverse in mechanisms, machinations, and cons, and we need to be aware of it. And Egypt talks about some specifics that she's aware of, but more importantly, we need to sound the alarm. I'm going to allow you to watch the video. I'm going to come back and briefly close out, but this is something that we need to be talking about a lot more than we currently are talking about it. Here's the video from Egypt.
Hey guys, I just had to stop down in the middle of my day because there's something so important that I want to draw attention to. We're not hearing enough about how we, women, Black women, are under attack. 75,000 women and young girls have just disappeared. And if you ask me, not enough people are talking about it. It should be all over the news, all over the radio. These are sisters, mothers, wives. Our babies are just disappearing. Sex trafficking and human organ trafficking is at an extreme high. This is not random. This is big business that we're talking about. It's intentional, and people in high places know about it. We have got to be alert. We got to be cautious, and we got to be diligent because our lives depend on it. So I want you to do what I do. I mean, I'm literally, call me crazy when I'm out with my children, but I'm always watching. You have to be. When you leave Walmart or you leave Target or you leave the supermarket, where did you park? Okay, what cars were next to you? What cars are next to you now? Are there vans next to you? Because you know what they're doing? When you go to get in your car, they're opening the side doors, jumping out, injecting these women, and they're paralyzed, and that's how they're snatching them. We've heard it from sex trafficking victims that that's exactly what happened. Out of the blue, someone grabbed them, injected them, and that's all they remember. Also, they're putting things on your front window. So now you get in, you get out your car, you go around to grab it off your front window, and that's how they're getting you, or your back window. They have these little black snip ties. They put them on your car and you're saying, what is that? Let me get out and take it off. Forget about it. Leave it. Who cares? It's material stuff. If there's something on your window, you drive home, you drive to a safe area, you go to a well-lit area where there's a lot of people, then you take it off. But do not fall for the okie doke. Your life depends on it. And I want you to make sure you send this video, send this message to every woman that you know. We've got to take care of ourselves. We got to look out for us because the media doesn't seem to care as much as they should. We're not the leading story of the day. And I think that's what these sex traffickers are counting on, that people are not valuing the lives of Black women. Please send this to your child, send this to your mother, send this to your sister. We have got to be diligent and we've got to be cognizant. Pay attention, be alert. I love you.
Okay, great. She makes some unbelievably valid points. It doesn't take but a second to be distracted, and then your whole life has changed. There are some things that you can't allow to distract you. What's going on your windshield, what's going on in your back window, be aware at all times of what's going on. Try, when all possible, not to be out by yourself. And it doesn't just mean not to be out by yourself at nighttime. A lot of these abductions are taking place in the middle of the day in broad daylight. They become very bold, they become very efficient, and it happens very quickly. And we need to be on top of things. We also need to be alert not only about what's going on around us, but we need to also be alert at what's going on with other people. If we see something happening, we need to get the attention of as many people as we can, and we need to take action. We need to be prepared to defend ourselves at all costs. And you've got to understand that the way they're doing this, they're not giving you a whole lot of room, space, or opportunity to figure your way out. Before you know it, you're in a new place, new situation, new environment, in a place that you have no access to anyone and no way of even knowing where you're at. And so it's of the utmost important that we provide a level of protection, men, for our women and for our daughters. It's parents. It's vital that we not treat this environment that we currently are living in as if it's the environment we grew up in. The game has changed. The threats are different. And the implications and consequences are far more lasting and long term. We've got to play the game based on how it's being played, not based on some reminiscent idea of what used to be. We're not living in the world we grew up in. The threats are real and they're imminent, and we have to behave that way. Once again, I want to thank you for your time. Make sure you share this video with as many people as you possibly can. I've kept it as short as I can for that reason. Also, don't forget to support the work we're doing at the Odyssey Project. I'm out. Okay, I was interrupted there, so I'm gonna try to finish what I was trying to get done. Look, we have to do a better job of protecting our kids, monitoring their phones, looking at what they're doing on social media, limiting their screen time. I watch situations where I see kids literally on their phone, constantly, and it's not helping. Parents, we're bad too. I've seen families out to eat and nobody's engaging each other. Everybody's on their device. And that's a whole nother thing that we'll talk about in another day. But you got to understand that the internet and social media is fertile soil and breeding ground for predators. And it's easy to groom a child. It's easy to throw bait out there with little risk. And these babies are getting offered money, gifts, travel opportunities, and they're biting on it, and they're disappearing forever. What you have to understand is sex trafficking is the second most lucrative industry on a global scale behind arms dealing. It's more profitable than the drug industry, the drug business, illegal drug business. And these babies are being kidnapped, and within hours, they're out of your city
within a matter of a half a day or so, they're out of your state. In a few days, they may even be out of the country. And the chance of finding them within a few hours after they've been abducted is little or nothing, because these people are so systematic and precise with what they're doing. And so what I'm saying is, we've got to find a way to do a better job. We've got to find a way to love on our children. Look, I'm going to get off of here, get my head right, but it's just something that was on my mind. You guys take care. All right.
From a conceptual perspective, people talk about success, all of the elements they think, intelligence, expertise.
What other doors could they close?
Hey, how much am I willing to give up and commitment, and are not committed to the struggle, acquiescing to the struggle, they're committed.
Careful who you leave.
Hello, everybody. Dr. Rick Wallace dropping in right now. Thanks, first of all. Second of all, I just need to really iterate the fact that we need your help. We need your support right now. We are pushing to hit a goal of $25,000 by the end of this week. That if we hit that goal, it'll help us cover our goals for the first quarter. It'll help us consistently continue to do what we're doing with Black Men Lead, Restoring Ghettos Forgotten Daughters, our new program providing mental health services and resources, and so much more that we've been doing consistently. Again, we need your support like we've never needed it before. Thank you in advance. You have a great day.